Welcome to Expansion Team, Week 18. Last week of the regular season. First of all, let me start by saying Happy New Year to everybody. You know what I mean? Happy New Year. We gotta say everything starts with the Earn the Night Soul podcast. Please like, rate, review, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for all the views, the plays. And like I said, man, we need y'all to subscribe. Now, I mean, if y'all not subscribed, do us that favor and subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to us at. You might just listen to the audio. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You know what I mean? Whatever it's called, follow, subscribe. Please do that wherever you listen to this or watch this at. Now my brother in the building. You know what I mean? Missed you last week. I got it done last week. You know what I mean? To the best of my ability. I mean, I feel like I did all right for the first time doing it by myself, but some of them outcomes kind of surprised me. But nevertheless, you here, man. How's everything going on? What's going on with you, bro?
I'm all right, man. Happy New Year to you and everybody else. Hope everybody had a good one. Hope everybody was safe. But yeah, I'm good, man. Back in the building. A little hungover, but I'm ready to push through it, you know what I mean? And give out the pick for the last weeks.
Okay. All right, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, I went solo last week. I felt like I did all right. You know what I mean? For the most part, I got more positive feedback than negative feedback. But you know what I mean?
That's what's up.
They kind of missed you last week, and some of them scores kind of surprised me. Some of them outcomes kind of surprised me. But this week, I feel like it's going to be. I guess we're gonna get into it, but it's gonna be like a little bit unpredictable because you don't know who's gonna play, who's not gonna play, how long they gonna play. So we telling y'all right now.
Uh-huh.
We telling y'all right now. Know what I mean? We are not psychics. We don't know who's going to play, who not going to play, how long they going to play. So, like I said, bet with your head, not over it. Bet at your own risk. You know what I mean? So we just got to assume that if we already don't know that for sure somebody's not playing or somebody's sitting, that the person will be playing. So don't get on us about, well, y'all said there's going to be this and that, and then, you know, that person only played a quarter, only played a half, or that person didn't play at all, and then it messed up. You betting with your own risk, man. It's the last week of the regular season. You ain't 100% know who playing and who not, and for how long they gonna play. You know what I mean? So let y'all know that right there,
Yeah.
man. But
Gonna be a crazy week, man. I would say people to get ease up this week with the bet, man, because it's very unpredictable, as you said, man.
Yeah. For real. I mean, for real. If you really don't know, I would sit this one out, but I'm not a betting person. That's where everybody was mad. Like, you talking about betting, but you don't bet all the time, man. I don't bet like that. Now, I mean, I do more fantasy football than actual like betting on the games and all that. But yeah, man. But the last, I mean, because even in fantasy, even in fantasy football, I don't even play the last week. I don't play the last week because I don't know I don't know who's playing and who's not playing and who's going to sit down after a quarter or 2 quarters. You don't know, so that's why I don't even play fantasy football. I don't even pay my money to play the last week of the regular season. But like you said, man, bet at your own risk. I do want to say that before we get in here because, like I said, I mean, it's going to be another show that's kind of like short and to the point. But what the Giants did, the Giants won, right? They said that winning knocked them out of the number one spot. And they said as of like now, the Patriots got the number one spot. As of right now.
Yeah.
So would that knock the Giants down to number 2, or would the Raiders be number 2? I don't know.
The Giants is like they like number 4 or 5 or something like that. The Raiders, I think it's Jacksonville, number 2. And then I forget number 3. I forget. Hold on, I gotta look it up.
So,
but yeah, the Giants, they fucked themselves up, and the Raiders. You know, Raiders, they won their game the week prior. The Raiders is number 1, and then they won a game. So the players, they're going to keep playing hard. It's the coaches, they're the ones that got to sit out the players or stuff like that. Because the players in the game, they're going to try to win a game. Yeah, they don't care about the number one draft pick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They worry about their own job. They might
Mm-hmm.
be like players that they're not sure they're going to return on that team. They try to put out the best tape out there for other coaches and stuff like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's fucked up, but the Giants really did a disservice to their future by winning that game. But you can't be mad at the players about that.
Yeah, because I was like, damn, because if things shake out in during this regular season, if things end with the Patriots having the number one pick, because we ain't gonna know till like after these games where actually everybody gonna fall at. But if the Patriots had a number one pick, to me, I would think that they would just pick Travis Hunter. That would make sense for them to just have a number one. Now I mean, had a number one pick. I don't see the Patriots. I don't see the Patriots drafting Shador. Then I don't know if Jacksonville still ends up being number two. I don't know if Jacksonville drafts Shador. I doubt that. You see what I'm saying? So then that becomes who going to trade? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure if the Patriots get the number one pick, they just going to they just going to draft Travis Hunter. I don't think that they're trading out of that unless somebody gives them a world full of stuff that I mean some just out of this world. Now I mean picks and all that. But because I don't see them getting out of the spot if they still at the end of the regular season they still the number one spot. I could just see them just grabbing Travis Hunter up. So because this whole time I was always thinking that Shador was going to be number one, but it don't. But if you figure the Patriots or the Jags are number one and number two, I don't think that either one of them teams will pick Shador. Like I said, I don't know who will end up being the number three. Now, if the Raiders or something like that end up being number three or something like that, or the Giants, I could see that because I could see him either going to the Giants or the Raiders. Shador's going to probably go to the Giants or the Raiders. But chances are the way things might look now, unless they get the number one and number two pick, he's not probably going to end up being the number one and number two pick. Not to say, I mean, just to be drafted and end up being a franchise quarterback. I mean, I'm pretty sure that that's a blessing and an accomplishment. But that kind of like the Giants winning, I felt like kind of like messed up how everybody was already thinking like, okay, either they're going to be number one or the Raiders. Like you said, the Raiders won a game, so they're going to probably be number one and number two. So you figure he's going to be a Giant or Raider, one or the other. But that don't know what I mean. But now it might be thinking like he may not be the number one and number two pick because I mean, if the Patriots still number one at the end of this regular season, it would make sense for them to just draft Travis Hunter. I don't see them drafting Shador. They would just draft Travis Hunter. Whoever's the number two pick, I don't know what Jacksonville would do. You know what I mean? Or who Jacksonville would take.
Let me clear that up real fast. I misspoken. So Jacksonville, they not number two. So far, it's 4 teams. They got 3 wins. So according to CBS Sports, New England got number 1. Tennessee got number 2. Cleveland got number 3. And New York Giants got number 4. So I just wanted to clear that up. I misspoke about Jacksonville.
Okay, so it's Tennessee.
Yeah.
I can see Tennessee probably taking them. I can see Tennessee taking them. But like we said, we got one more week, and then we're gonna see how that shake out.
Right.
So I always thought Shador was either gonna go to the Giants or the Raiders. So like I said, I don't know who's gonna be wheeling and dealing, but I don't see if things stay the same, the number one and number two picks stay the same, and then it is week, I can see Travis Hunter going number one, and then the Tennessee would just take Shador. That would make sense. I wouldn't pass up on Shador if I was Tennessee, even though, like I said, I mean, I actually like the quarterback that they had. I just think that he's just in like purgatory. You know what I mean? He's just in the team that's just like in purgatory. But they might look at Shador saying if we can keep this number two pick, he might be able to get us out there and get us, back on TV, primetime TV, because that's the first thing you're going to do is start putting more of the games on because people want to see him. So, yeah, so now we got a whole team. I mean, that came out of nowhere. Because you couldn't tell me the Giants or the Raiders should go to the Giants or the Raiders. But you know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see how things shake out. Because they got one more week, and we'll see where everybody fall at. But
Right.
yeah. But if the Patriots still keep that number one pick, I'm pretty sure they're gonna take Travis Hunter.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I still think they could trade down like 2 spots. And like you said, if they got a good, offer, I can see them dropping down to 3 or 4. I would say 3, and they can still get a chance to get Travis Hunter. So that's not a guarantee to me that they will stay at number 1. But I definitely don't think they're going to draft a quarterback. But if they do stay at number 1, they will draft Travis Hunter. But I do think it's a possibility that they could trade down. Because let's say the Giants are at number 4, and they want to trade up to number 1. I think New England might, take that chance, hoping that Travis Hunter will still be there. I mean, I don't know, man. But I think if they get a good enough offer, I think they could trade down because they do need a lot of talent. They're like devoid of offensive weapons. They need more talent on the team. So I don't see them not, listening to offers. But like you said, we got to wait until next week for the final, draft order. Because New England, they might win a game this week. You know what I mean? All these teams, we keep saying you're going to stay at number 1, and they just keep winning games. So we don't know, man.
Right.
But we shall see.
Right. You know what I mean? You mess around. Listen, teams going to start doing. Some of these teams got to think about the future. I understand that some people want to play to win a game, but you know what I mean? That's man, this is a business. You know what I mean? It may benefit some of these teams more to not win. As crazy as it sounds, it might benefit. You know what I mean? You might see me out there playing quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I just got the call. You know what I mean? I ain't played quarterback since the schoolyard. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there. You know what I mean? Getting broke the hell up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? getting broke up. You know what I'm saying? Well, all he did was sack. All he did was sack him. He ain't getting up. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing but a sack. You know what I mean? A trip and fall joint. You know what I mean? Not even somebody sacked me. I trip and fall and he just touched me. You know what I'm saying? He just touched me. I'm already on the ground. That counts as a sack for them. I ain't getting up. Like, yo.
Right.
Yo. Yeah, well, anyway, man, you might as well, I mean, if you ain't got nothing else to talk about that's going on right now, man, we get right into it. Like I said, I mean, this episode probably gonna be more short to the point. Like we say, we do not know who's going to play and who's not going to play ahead of time. We don't know who's going to play half a game, a quarter, who's not going to play at all. We have no clue. So, you know what I'm saying? We just giving y'all that warning right now. We're going into the game. These odds and all this stuff, like we said, these are not our numbers. These are Vegas odds and all that. And they doing it based on it just being like a regular game. But it's the last week of the season. So some people sit out. Some people don't play the whole game. You know what I mean? Some people don't play the game at all. You know what I'm saying? Don't get in the game at all. We do not know. So bet with your head not over and think twice before you bet this week. Like I said, I only play fantasy football, and I don't even pay my money to play fantasy football the last week because I don't know who playing and who not. I might pick a bunch of people who don't even play or only go in there and play for one quarter or a half and don't play again. And don't play at all no more. So please, you know what I'm saying? We're telling you that right now. So once you know, I just want to put that out there, even though they're going to act like they didn't hear it, even though I put it out there. So now me going when you ready, man.
All right. We got 2 games on Saturday. Now, these 2 games are very crucial. So I would say with these 2 games right here, you're going to see the starters in this game. So if anything, if you want to bet on weekend Saturday games or the games that I would say you should bet on. All right, so the first game on Saturday is Cleveland at Baltimore. Baltimore is 17.5-point favorites. The total is 41.5. Now, Baltimore, if they win this game, they're going to win the AFC North. So that's why I say we're going to see the stars in this one. And the point spread being that high, I mean, it should be evident of that.
Hold on.
Usually, I don't like.
Hold on for a second. Did you say 7.5 or 17.5?
17.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And usually, I don't like betting high point spreads, but I do think Baltimore should be able to cover this. The last few weeks, Cleveland has been, struggling with Dorian Thomas and Thomas Robinson at quarterback. He just hasn't been. He's not like Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston, to me, he's going to throw touchdowns. He's going to throw interceptions. We know that, but I feel like the offense is moving better with Winston at quarterback. But with Dorian, it just seems like their offense has been trash. And Baltimore's home. They're going to want to lock up this division. I mean, I just see Baltimore winning by 20 points. So, I would bet Baltimore with that 17.5 point spread. Like I said, they need this win to lock up the division. Pittsburgh looked like they were going to win the division, but they couldn't take advantage of it. So now Baltimore's in a position right now where all they got to do is win and they in. And I definitely I see that it's going to happen, man. Baltimore defense is playing a lot better too as of late. I just don't see Cleveland putting up that many points, man. I don't see Cleveland putting up more than 14. They might be lucky to get 10. So I'm like Baltimore here, the 17.5 point spread. As far as the total, 41.5. As you were saying last week, we had these low totals. As you were saying, you don't think the other team is going to score a lot, so you just pick a lot of unders. That's kind of how I feel on this, man. I think Baltimore could win a game like 31 to 9 or something like that, like 31 to 7. Yeah, I mean, so I kind of like the under in this. But the main pick here is Baltimore, man. I just think Baltimore's going to blow them out, man. So Baltimore minus 17.5 is my pick, and I will lean towards the under 41.5.
Yeah, because I don't know the mentality of everybody that's on that Cleveland team. You know what I mean, right now they might be just all right because of course they out the playoffs right now. I mean they ain't got a chance. So
Yeah,
I don't. It might just be we got to show up. You know what I mean, get this game over with. Yeah, this. See, but then at the same time, that point spread, I don't know if Baltimore gonna be like, listen, we just gonna jump on them early. You know what I mean? Once we see that they kind of like they cooked and they don't care, they might take their foot off the gas, or they might not take their foot off the gas. You know what I mean? But if I was them, you know what I mean, if I'm up, man, probably I wouldn't be surprised if Lamar Jackson don't even play in the fourth quarter, depending on how much they up.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They might take him out through the third quarter. You know what I mean? Depending on how many times they done scored. See, that's why picking these games ain't easy to think. See, 17 and a half. See, 17 and a half. See, because the point spread, Miami, because you could win a game 24-3. You know what I mean? Or 20-3. Cleveland might spend the whole game punting. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because say it's 20-3, because you said 17 and a half. That's still you still short the half a point, but they won the game. But it's the under, and they still didn't cover the spread by like half a point.
Right.
Because it might be one of them type of games where Cleveland just like they just don't care. You know what I mean? They just not everybody just by the time they score 3 touchdowns, they might score 2 field goals or 3 field goals. But the whole game out of reach. Ain't nobody trying too hard. I don't know. Damn, that shit. 17 and a half is a lot. Because that mean they expecting Baltimore to just put their foot on the neck and be playing super duper hard. But then I don't know if Cleveland gonna say, no, we gonna play hard too. I don't know. All right. I'm gonna say I think this game might be closer than 17. So I think this is gonna be an actual game. So I think the players care. I know the coaches may not care, or the front office may like, listen, we trying to get a draft pick, so don't try too hard. But you can say that to somebody if I'm the owner, and you'd be like, if I'm the coach and the owner saying that to me, I'm like, man, get the hell out of here. I'm coaching to win. You know what I mean? So I don't. So we gotta see. But bottom line, okay, I'm gonna go with they don't cover the spread. And you said over or under is what, 40 something? I'm gonna go under
41.
41. I'm gonna go 41. I'm gonna go that they don't cover the spread, but they go over the total. I think this game is gonna be close. I think Cleveland gonna play hard. I think that they ain't gonna care about what the prior people in the front office might be talking about. Now, because we already know they have a history. They ownership have a history of trying to tank. So they might already say like, listen, don't try too hard. Don't do, man. I ain't trying to hear that. They might, because I think they're gonna play hard. Now they might end up trying. They're probably gonna lose the game, but I don't think it's just gonna get blown out. So I'm gonna go with they don't cover the point spread. Of course, I'm going Baltimore, but they don't cover the spread, and they go over the total.
Okay.
Man. So you go 20 something and 28, then they gotta get at least what 20, 28, 20, 35, something like that. I think they're gonna play. I think they're gonna play hard. So I'm going over the total. I'm going over the total. All right, we can move on to the next one. Spend too much time on this game.
All right. Next we got another AFC North matchup. We got Cincinnati going to Pittsburgh. Cincinnati 1.5-point favorites. Totals 48.5. This game is vital to Cincinnati. They have to win this in order to try to stay alive for the playoffs. If they win, they can make the playoffs if Miami lose and Denver lose on Sunday. So Cincinnati has to win this game first. If they lose, they're going to be out the playoffs. Pittsburgh, they go win the division. If Baltimore lose to Cleveland. So since this game is after Baltimore game, and Pittsburgh see Baltimore lose, I mean, there's a chance that Pittsburgh might not play their starters. I don't know. I don't know what my time they're going to do. So we got to look at that first game because if Pittsburgh really had nothing to play for, they already in the playoffs. If they can't win a division, what they really care about this game? So that's something people got to look out for. But I think Cincinnati is going to win the game regardless whether Pittsburgh needs this game or not. I just like the way Cincinnati's playing right now. I like their offense. I know Pittsburgh defense is legit, but they can be scored on. Evident of the Eagles. We've seen the Eagles do it. Cincinnati already scored on Pittsburgh when they played earlier. Well, Pittsburgh did beat Cincinnati in the first matchup, but Cincinnati did score points on them. But Cincinnati couldn't stop Pittsburgh. But I like the way Cincinnati defense is playing now. The last few weeks they were playing a lot better. So I just think Cincinnati's going to win this game regardless whether Pittsburgh needs it or not. So I'm taking Cincinnati with them 1.5-point spread. The total 48.5. To me, that kind of seemed like a lot because I really don't like Pittsburgh offense like that. So I will go with the under on that. So I like Cincinnati to cover the 1.5-point spread. I like the under on the 48.5.
The total's 48.5?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, have they lost their last couple games?
Yeah. I want to say it was like 3.
They lost like the last few joints, right? So they'd be like on a losing streak. They're not already on one right now. Yeah, I don't see him sitting.
Yeah,
I don't see Mike Tomlin sitting nobody, man. Whether they gonna win a division or not or whatever, because I just don't see them because they already had a few losses. I just see them just playing hard, man. I see them playing hard now. I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go Pittsburgh to win it. Because I'm thinking the score might be. I don't know if it's gonna be a. I don't know if this is gonna be a field goal game, last second field goal. I don't know if this is gonna be like a 20, some score like 20-26 or 20-28, some type of score like that. But that's still, you said 48 and a half. That still don't count. So I'm going Pittsburgh. I'm going Pittsburgh to win, and I guess that'd be the under then, cause yeah, I'm gonna go under the total.
Right.
So
Okay. Man, that'd be a very good win for Pittsburgh, man. If they're able to pull off that win, going to the playoffs, man. They really got to turn things around. So, but I'm rooting for Cincinnati, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I might be biased. I want to see them in the playoffs. I want to see them create chaos in there, man. I'm just a fan of their offense. But I digress. We're going to Sunday now. We got Carolina going to Atlanta. Atlanta's 8-point favorites. The total's 48 and a half. Now Atlanta, they still got a chance to win the division, but they need Tampa Bay to lose their game. So on Sunday, not all the games, but Tampa Bay and Atlanta, they both play at 1:00. So Atlanta, I don't know. Sometimes with these teams that they do, they don't like to show the scores of the other games. Like when it's they don't want their team to like lose focus or something like that. So I don't know what Atlanta's going to do, but they got to win this game regardless. Don't worry about what Tampa Bay doing. They got to be focused. They had a bad loss last week. The coach, he had some clock issues. He didn't call timeout. He had 2 timeouts against Washington, and he didn't know how to use his timeouts. He waited till the last minute, and I felt like that's the reason why he lost. I'll blame that on the coach. I think Michael Penix, he showed he's a good quarterback. The future is bright for Atlanta. Carolina, this is going to be the last game of the division. I kind of think Carolina's going to keep it close, man. 8 points is a lot. I'm not saying Carolina's going to win, but I think they can keep it within the touchdown. But I do think Atlanta's going to win the game, man, because they needed to try to win this division. So the total is 48 and a half. I would lean towards the over, but I'm really not too crazy about the total. But the main thing is I think Carolina can keep it close, keep it within the 8 points. So I'm taking Carolina plus 8 points, and I will lean towards the over.
Yeah. I think Carolina can win this game. I think they can win this game. At this point, what they gotta lose? Now, I mean, might as well just let them go out there and sling the ball all over the place. Might as well. And they can mess around and win this game. I believe they can mess around and win this game. I'm gonna go Carolina. And what's the over under?
48 and a half.
48 and a half. 48 and a half. I mean, it gotta be like. I'm gonna go to under.
Okay.
I'm gonna go under on that one. I'm gonna go under. Yeah, I'm gonna go under.
All right. Next, we got another NFC game. We got Washington going to Dallas. Washington 4.5-point favorites. The total is 44 and a half. Washington, I believe they already clinched the playoff spot. So I'm not really sure if this game really means anything. Maybe it means something for the positioning in the playoffs. Maybe your 5th seed, 6th seed, or something like that. Dallas, this game doesn't mean shit for them. So I do think Washington should be able to win this. Dallas just look horrible. against Washington. Against the Eagles last week. So I just think they kind of packed it in, but I think it will be a close game a little bit. But I do think Washington will be able to win this. So I'm going to. It's just like I said, I don't know how they're going to play this, man. I don't know if they're going to let Daniels play the whole game. So this is one of those moments where it's a tough game to call, man. But I'm just going to pick Washington to cover about 4.5. As far as the total, I would go with the over because most Washington games to me go over. Yeah, man, but it's a tough game to call, man. So I'll pick a Washington 4.5, and I'll go with the over 44.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Washington this game because I think Dallas is just going, show up just because they got to show up. I don't think they care too much, and you're gonna see. They pretty much cook. Are you expecting the coach to get fired after this season?
I thought so in the beginning of the year, but I can't call it now, man. I'm seeing a lot of reports that he might come back. The way that the team kept fighting at the end of the year, that's a testament to the coach. And I think Jerry Jones, he wants a coach that's not going to fight back too much and doesn't want to take too much control of the team. Jerry wants to be in control of the team. And it kind of seems like that's what McCarthy is, just somebody who goes with the flow and just want to coach, doesn't want to make the player moves. So I can see him coming back, man. I think the bigger issue is, does Mike McCarthy want to come back? Because his contract right now, he could go somewhere else if he wants. So I think that's more the bigger issue. But I do think Jerry Jones will, try to bring him back. But I don't know what Mike McCarthy's going to do. I think that's the bigger question.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go Redskins.
I'm just gonna say, I hope he don't. I just need some type of change. We got Dak Prescott. I'd rather him Dak left, but we already signed him to that big contract.
Okay.
So I just want something different. I hate going into the year with the same thing. So if we can't change the quarterback, at least we can change the coach. So that's what I'm hoping.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go Redskins, man. You said it was only like what, 4 points? Yeah, they should
4.5.
Yeah, they should be able to get that done. What's the total?
44.5.
44.5. I think this game might be closer than people think. I don't know if they're just gonna mail it in or what, because that was embarrassing. I think that the players got more pride than that. 44. 44. But that means that still gotta be all right. You've been 20-something. 20-something. See, these Jones be so in the middle. 25. Damn, I don't know. 44, that's a little over under. I want to say over, but I gotta say under. I kind of think that it's gonna be a closer game than people think. Because I think the way that they lost to the Eagles, I think that's not, people don't want to, them players not gonna want to end the season like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna try to have no. I think they're gonna play hard. I think they're gonna play harder than people think they're gonna play. See, but then you got a mix. Now, we got situations like this where you might have a mix of people on the team. People that want to go hard and people that just want to go home. You know what I'm saying? So you might be out there playing hard, but the person right next to you might be on some, listen, man, we just showing up. Let's get this game over with. So I don't know what some people's mentalities is on their team, but I don't think everybody's going to lay down and just say, all right, let's get this game over with so we can get up out of here. I think that game gonna be closer than people think, but the 44, I don't know if they're gonna be the cover 40. I gotta bet the under, even though I like to bet the over. I'd like to think that it'd be damn near a shootout. Because I got a feeling this game is gonna be a shootout. I think that the way that they lost to Philly, that probably ain't gonna sit well with them. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have people that are just gonna want to play hard. Whew. This joint might be a shootout. This joint might be to go to over. I gotta pick the under, even though I really want to go pick the over. I'm gonna pick the under. I'm gonna pick the under.
Okay. Now that to that point you was talking about earlier, you saying one teammate might, want to play all out, play hard, pause, and then the other teammates telling them to chill out, whatever. I mean, I listened to sports radio last week, and Hugh Douglas talk about a situation where he's on the Jets, and he was, young guy, and he was playing all hard in the last game, trying to go all out, with the effort. And the older teammates was like, you got to chill out. I mean? We all just trying to stay healthy and go on vacation. So that's a real thing. I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that we can't determine, how these players are going to do out there. So, but that is a real thing, though. Some people just want to go out there and just go on vacation and stay healthy, man. But I feel like the ones that's going to put in the most effort, those are the team that's bad and they playing a team that's, good and fighting for something, and they want to ruin their playoff chance. So I feel like more in them type of games, that's when you're going to have the all-out effort.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's like two bad teams is not going for anything, I think you got more of a chance of, both teams just saying, fuck it, let's just chill out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying that because of what you say, kind of rung a bell with me from what I heard from Hugh Douglas, But I'll move on. The next game is Chicago going to Green Bay. Green Bay is 10-point favorites. Total is 40.5. Green Bay basically got their playoff spot locked up. Right now, I believe they're like the 7th seed. I think they could kind of fluctuate, if, depending on the wins and loss. But I think Chicago will keep this close. It's the divisional game. I don't really like the way that things going in Chicago, to be honest, but I just think, they're going to fight hard. It's the last game of the year. I do think they'll be able to keep it within its 10 points. But I do like Green Bay chances in the playoffs. I think they're a good team. But I do think, they're going to go into this game and, it's going to be a dogfight. So the total 40.5. I seen the stat. Green Bay defense plays real good against, teams that's not good. All their losses, their defense has been bad. That's because, they're playing good teams. The games they won, they're playing horrible teams. The defense only gave up like 14 points or something like that. So I'm going to go with the under because Chicago's not good. So I think the under is going to be a strong play here. So I like Chicago plus 10. And then I like the under 40.5 for the total.
Take my mind. What's the teams again?
You said what?
What's the teams again?
Oh, Chicago at Green Bay.
Chicago and Green Bay. Yeah. You said 40.5. 40.5.
Mm-hmm.
You still gotta pick. First thing I get 30. Still get 40. That mean the score gotta be at least 24-17 or 28-14 or something like that. Score gotta be at least that to get over that. I'm gonna pick. See. When you talking about the game, because say they just start scoring and the game get out of reach, then that's when you're sitting the quarterback down and he don't hit the 40.5. Because say they get 28. Say it's the third quarter and they get 28. You know what I mean? And it's only 28-6. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Of course, they probably gonna sit chances are they're gonna sit the quarterback down. Jordan Love probably gonna sit down for the last quarter. You know what I mean? That's the type of stuff you got to figure out when you go into the last the last game of the regular season. Because it's 40.5. Let's say they score because I keep thinking they might score 28 points. 28, that means you're gonna need them. You're gonna need Chicago to score 13 at least. You know what I mean? Just to barely get there. Because for some odd reason, I think that the Packers gonna score 28. But I don't know. I'm gonna pick the over. I'm gonna pick the Packers, but I'm gonna pick the over. Because I think the Packers are going to score at least 28, and I think that I think that Chicago can at least score 14. I think they can at least get 14. 28-14 or 31-14. I think the score will end up being something like that. So I'm going Packers, and I'm going picking the over.
All right. Next we got Houston going to Tennessee. Tennessee is 1-point favorites. A total of 38.5.
Hold on, you said Tennessee is 1-point favorites?
Yeah. So I was about to say that's telling me that Houston's not going to play anybody.
Okay.
That's a clear indication of that. But beyond that, Tennessee got the number 1 draft pick. So what is Tennessee going to do? They're going to not play the good players as well or something like that? Houston's not playing the good players. Tennessee not playing the good players. It's going to be a dog shit game. I'm sure Tennessee don't want to win this.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's a tough one right here. I think Tennessee might fuck this up, man. I think Tennessee might win this. Damn, that's crazy, man. Both teams don't want to win this. Well, I'm sure Houston don't care if they win, but I don't know. The way it's just been going these last 2 weeks, man. The team with the number 1 pick just keep winning. And I know Tennessee don't have the number 1 pick. They got the number 2 pick, but I don't know, man. I just see Tennessee winning for some reason, man, and fucking shit up. So I'm gonna pick Tennessee here. I be leaning towards the over 30.5, but I got real no strong indication. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be in this game. I don't know shit about this game, but that point spread is just telling us that Houston's not going to play anybody. And yeah, this is just one of the games people, bet at your own risk, man, if you're going to bet this. But it's just not a game I'm going to want to see. And I know Tennessee fans are hoping that they lose. So I'm going to pick Tennessee -1, and I will pick the over total 38.5.
Do you have any idea who the backup quarterback is for Houston?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know neither. See, I don't know what the game plan for Houston is going to be. I don't know if you're just going to let the quarterback go around and throw the ball around, or you just going to be running the ball all day. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're just going to slow the offense down to, all right, we're going to run first and then we're going to pass a couple of times, or you just going to let them just go out there and just throw the ball around and do whatever. I got a feeling that Houston could still win this game. So I think that Houston style is, okay, who the quarterback is, we just going to just let him just throw the ball and just do whatever. And they can still win this game. But see, Houston, Tennessee probably just going to just regular old play. You know what I mean? Like we've been doing. So they do have a chance to win this game. They really do. Unless Houston come out and they just executing, you just like, wow, okay. Tennessee should be able to win this game just because Houston don't care about this game. They should be able to get this win. They should be able to get this win. You know what I mean? But especially playing against a team who really worried about, they not really worried about trying. Ain't nobody trying to get hurt. They not gonna be out there. They probably been told we not gonna be trying too hard. Don't be out there trying to make no super duper play, be Superman out there. And y'all mess around and get hurt. So Tennessee should be able to win this game. If they just have a solid game plan, they should be able to just win this game. They should be able to win this game. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Tennessee. That whole going to 38, I don't know. I don't know, because this seemed like a 17-10 type game or something like that. It just feel like that to me. Like I said, unless Houston come out and he just let them listen. We throwing the ball with the starter quarterback, so we're going to throw the ball with the backup. And we still just going to let y'all play the same way. You know what I mean? You might let the offense play the same way, but then tell the defense, listen, ease up. Don't be out there running around. You mess around and get hurt. You know what I mean? Ease up. You know what I mean? I don't know what their game plan is. This Jones a toss-up, bro. This Jones a 50-50 for me. That's why it's only 1 point. Because this Jones like a 50-50 toss-up. So y'all bet at y'all own risk. I'm going Tennessee, but do not be surprised if Houston go out there and they just light it up. Because they just let the offense do whatever he want. You know what I'm saying? And then the defense, you probably telling them, go on and ease back. So you never know. That total, the game could go over the total. Because you may be telling the offense, man, go out there and just sling the ball around, whatever happened. But you might tell your defense, well, I ain't got to go as hard. You might tell them that. You know what I'm saying? So this joint could end up being a shootout. This could be a game that end up being a shootout. So this game right here, bet at your own risk. This joint's a 50-50 toss-up. And that's where I'm going to leave it. This joint's a 50-50 toss-up. Because this game could be a shootout. This could be the highest scoring game of the whole week. You must be like, damn, that game was a high scoring game? Yeah. I mean, you'd be like, damn, really? Yeah. Because Tennessee was probably out there playing hard. You know what I mean? And Houston was out there throwing the ball, but on defense, they was probably told, listen, fall back and chill a little bit. Take your foot off the gas a little bit. So each team probably just scoring the whole damn game. Because Houston probably don't care whether they win or not. You know what I mean? So you might have Tennessee a team that's trying hard to win, and Houston don't care if they win or not. This joint's like a super 50-50 toss-up. So like I said, bet this joint at your own risk. You know what I mean? You would naturally think you would bet the under because you think it's going to be a dumpster fire game, but this joint could really be a shootout. This joint may go over the total. So I believe that's up to y'all. I'm going to pick Tennessee, and I'm going to pick the over because y'all get mad if I don't pick somebody. I'm going to pick Tennessee, and I'm going to pick the over. But we have no clue what type of game this is going to be. It could be a shootout, or it could be a dumpster fire game that's a low-scoring game, or this could mess around and be the highest-scoring game of the whole week. It's 50-50. Even Vegas don't know. That's why Vegas ain't, you know what I'm saying? Even they don't know. So do with that what y'all will.
All right. Next, we got another dog shit game. We got Jacksonville at the Colts. Indianapolis to play against the Colts. Colts is 5-point favorites. The total is 45.5. Colts are knocked out the playoffs. Jacksonville, obviously they're fighting for a high draft pick. I don't think Anthony Richardson is playing for the Colts. I think it's Joe Flacco again. Obviously Trevor Lawrence still out. It's just a dog shit game. So, man, I think Jacksonville keep it within 5 points. No matter of fact, I'm just gonna put the Colts here. I don't know, man. This is like big Doug Peterson's last game. Is the players gonna fight hard for this guy, man? It's just like I said, dog shit game, man.
You've been praying on his downfall for a minute.
Yeah, right. Damn. I mean, I'm just saying, though, man. Like, it's evident that the team not fighting for this ball. Like, how did he survive this long? I don't know, man. I'll be shocked if he come back next year, man. I'll be saying that next year. Be back next year. I'm just gonna pick the Colts here, -5. Total 45.5. I just lean up towards the under. But this is a game right here that's tough to call, man. I'm just picking the Colts because I just think Jacksonville want to keep that, draft pick kind of high. So I'm going to pick the Colts -5, and I'm going to lean towards the under, total 45.5.
Yeah, I don't know if Colts will be able to get this win. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Colts. You said Joe Flacco is the quarterback. Yeah, he should be able to get.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
He should be able to play solid and get the win. I don't know. What's the total again?
45 and a half.
45 and a half. I don't know if it's going to be that, though. I'm going to pick the under on that. I'm going to pick the under on that. I'm going to go Joe. Yeah, okay, Joe Flacco. Okay, I'm going Colts. I'm picking the under. Yeah, man. Shout out to Dougie P, you know what I mean? He brought Philly our Super Bowl, you know what I mean? We gonna love him for life after that. But I don't listen, man. I mean, you've been predicting this downfall, you know what I mean, for a minute now. So chances are this is it, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm surprised he lasts this long, man. It's crazy. Pause. But damn, man. I mean, shout out to Doug P, like you said. His tender in Jacksonville has been disappointing to me. I had high hopes for him. I thought he was going to resurrect Lawrence's career, but I mean, it's just been a horrible tenure there.
Yeah, man.
But
yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for Trevor Lawrence. You could tell the talent is there, man. But like we said, man, you playing for a franchise that the owner, football is not. You know what I'm saying? His number one. Well, football is the number one thing, but soccer, football. You know what I mean? Is for him. So you got an owner that's probably not that. That probably is a trickle down effect that you own a team that you not. It's not your top priority. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's not. It's obviously not his top priority because whenever you see documentaries about them, I forgot his name. I had to Google his name. Whenever you see like documentaries of they do pieces and stuff about him, his thing is like soccer. You know what I mean? That football. His thing is like soccer. And he just so happened to just own the NFL team too. I think that does affect the franchise because you think if you ever became an NFL owner, that will become your priority. I mean, of course, whatever business that you making money in that afforded you to be able to buy a franchise, it'll be okay. That business, but then right after that is I'm an NFL owner. And it's just not that for him. You know what I'm saying? When that's not your number one sport that you're interested in, you could tell it kind of like affects that franchise. Because Trevor Lawrence is very, very, very talented. He just got one of them careers just like lost in purgatory, man. Lost in purgatory. So I don't know. Man, I just feel. I mean, not to feel bad for a guy that you know. What I mean, he gonna be richer than most. You know what I'm saying? He made it in the NFL, which is a lot of people's dream. That's not gonna happen. So he might say, "Man, don't feel bad for me." He might say, "Even if my career don't pan out to be the best, I still probably have a great life." But yeah, man. But he had a lot of talent, man. He had a lot of talent. The talent is there. He just in purgatory, man. You know what I mean? He kind of remind me of what's the guy's name? What's Derek Carr brother? Remember Derek Carr brother?
David Carr.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We could tell like he was like a good player, but he just got drafted like to expansion teams. Like these teams was in purgatory. Like they just couldn't get. You know what I'm saying? And he just like, man, something like how he was just so talented. It's just he was just stuck in a team that just like couldn't like get no like forward progress. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for him, man. But anyway, I think the Colts gonna win that one.
All right. So you like the Colts in the under in that one. Next we got Buffalo going to New England to play the Patriots. Buffalo's 2.5-point favorites. Total's 38.5. This game for Buffalo doesn't mean much. I believe they locked the number 2 seed. So I believe Coach Dermott said that Mr. Trubisky is going to play a lot in this game. I think it's a possibility Josh Allen might start, but he won't be playing the whole game. So we know that for sure. I definitely seen that he said Mr. Trubisky's going to be playing quarterback. So I think since this game doesn't mean much, I think New England, but they got the number 1 pick. This is crazy, man.
Damn,
This
that's
is
right.
just an
They do. Right
underdog.
now they do. Damn.
And I know that coach. There's rumors out there that he might get fired. Coach Mayo after his first year.
Damn, that's what
I've
I'm
been
about to
hearing
say.
rumors.
He only been in there 1 year. Damn.
Yeah, the fans up there. I listen to some sports radio up there. They don't like him, man. And I don't really see a strong presence on the sideline, but I do be watching this game. He just seems like I don't know. He doesn't, and I can't think of the word, but he doesn't exude confidence and like total leadership. I don't know. He just look like he just chilling, man. Too much for me. But I just heard a lot of rumors that he might get fired. So I'm thinking of, I can't think of the coach, but it was a coach that was coaching the team, and they heard he was about to get fired, and that team was in the spot for #1 draft pick, and he won that last game, and he fucked up that whole, franchise chance for getting #1 position. So I think the same thing's gonna happen here, man. I think New England's gonna win this game. They're gonna fuck up their #1 draft pick. Buffalo, they got nothing to play for, as I say. I just see the same scenario happen, man. New England's gonna win this game, and Coach Mayo is gonna get fired. And I've been hearing rumors about Mike Vrabel being the coach up there. Which I think is a pretty good decision. I like Mike Vrabel. But anyway, I'm just gonna pick New England here as an underdog plus 2.5, and then I will lean towards the under 38.5, just because I think Buffalo, probably won't score that much points. But I'm not too strong on that opinion. The main thing is I think New England's going to win the game, and I will lean towards the under 30.5.
Mike Vrabel, because he come from the Patriots, right? He come from the Patriot way, don't he?
Yeah.
See? Yeah, man. He gonna get his people in who he want. Which, if Mike McCarthy don't go back to the Cowboys, wouldn't it make sense for him to be the Patriots? If you want an offensive minded coach, you're probably trying to score some points. Wouldn't you want Mike McCarthy instead of Vrabel? You would think that would still be more like, because they need offense. You see what I'm saying? They need offense. I mean, that's just how I'm thinking. I don't know how to, or you're right. The owner might say, "Well, I'm going to bring one of my people in." I mean, Vrabel been here, and he already won us. So, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Know what I mean? At the end of the day, know what I mean? Shout out to everybody I know this from Boston, and know what I mean, from Massachusetts and all that. Know what I mean? That's y'all problem to deal with, not mine. That's y'all problem to worry about, not mine, man. But yeah, this is. See, to me, it depends on if the game is out of reach whenever Josh Allen come back. Because I don't know, Josh Allen might say, I don't want to come out, and he might get pulled out. It depends on how much they score. If they can score 2-3 times, or they get the first 2 times they score and they get the ball and they fight the game already out of reach, I can see Josh Allen maybe only playing like a half. You know what I mean? And then not caring. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they score, man, if they score 3 times like real quick and they get to 21 before the first half is even over, I can see him sitting them down in. Whatever the outcome of the game is, or whatever that's what the outcome of the game is. Whether they come back, Patriots come back and lose the game or not. I do think you're right. The Patriots might be playing hard, but the Buffalo should be able to win this, even if Josh Allen only playing half the game. If you only play half the game, they should be able to win this. Which that'd be tough, man. Yeah, that's a tough spot, because if I'm the owner of the Patriots, I don't want them to lose, but I would want them to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like, especially if you get the #1 pick, like say you might be thinking, just like we talk about, you might be thinking, if we get the #1 pick, we grab Travis Hunter, we grab somebody that instantly wants the jerseys is going to sell, people going to want to watch him. That's going to get us back to people wanting to watch us. You know what I'm saying? That's going to bring somebody that some people want to watch. But right now, they're not really unless you're from New England, around the area, not me from that area. You don't care about watching them right now. No more. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about watching them anymore. Travis Hunter will instantly get you more primetime games. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo should be able to win this unless he only plays like, say, Josh Allen plays, man, a quarter, and the next thing you know, he sits out. That's why these games is tough, man. These games is tough because you don't know when the person coming out, how much they playing, do they care to stay in, do they not go in thinking they don't care about the game, and as the game go on, you know what, we're gonna win this game. And then they say, you know, he in there, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't want to come out. We gonna win the game. When eventually you might think that we don't give a damn about this game. Oh man. I'm gonna go Buffalo. Buffalo should be able to win this game. They're like, right, the Patriots might go and be trying to play lights out. They might be trying hard as hell to win this game, man. You don't know. Common sense would say pick Buffalo, but I don't know. It's a 50-50 talk. I'm going to pick Buffalo. I'm going Buffalo. I'm just going to go Buffalo. I ain't picking no over, under, no nothing. I'm just going to pick Buffalo. Like you said, it's going to be tough because you don't know. I'm just going Buffalo. That's it. I'm going Buffalo.
All right, sounds good. Next, we got the Giants going down to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. Eagles 2.5-point favorites. Total's 37.5. All week the talk is whether or not the Eagles are going to be playing Saquon Barkley to try to break the record. I still haven't heard like any official news about that. I hadn't even heard official news about Jalen Hurts, whether he passed the protocol, concussion protocol or whatnot. So this game is a toss-up. To me, at low spread, it's trying to point spread. Maybe they might let Saquon in the first half go for the record. If he doesn't get it, maybe they take him out in the first half, or if he breaks it in the first half, then that's when they take everybody out. You know, but that point spread is telling me the Giants got a good chance of winning this. I'm just going to go with the Giants here just because, you know, I'm biased. I don't want to pick the Eagles, and this game is dog shit. But I hope, you know, for the playoffs, I hope that they do sit Saquon. Hopefully, you know, y'all go into playoffs healthy. That's the main thing. You see what Detroit going through with all the injuries, you know, just being healthy, and y'all a healthy team, man. Besides Jalen, y'all got a healthy team, and I think y'all should strive to keep it that way. But what I think doesn't matter. So I'm picking the Giants to win this game. As far as the total, 37.5. I guess I'll go with the under. But this is a game where like we just don't know what's going to happen, man. So take this game into, you know, caution with the pick. I wouldn't even bet this game. So I'll pick a Giants plus 2.5, and I'll lean towards the under 37.5 for the total.
Now, I don't care if the Eagles win this game or not. Now, I mean, the most important priority is Saquon breaking the record. Jalen Hurts can sit out. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts can sit out. The backup can keep playing. Saquon can break the record. Now, I mean, we need Saquon. I want Saquon to break the record. I don't care about if they win or lose this game or not. If they win a game, cool. If they don't, cool. I personally want him to break the record. So I do want to see him play to break the record, but you got to just play regular. Because if you just all right, we just going to try to keep feeding you the ball, and then you know that that's what they're playing for. They're playing to just feed him the ball so he can try to get a record. You're going to have people out there trying to knock his head off. You know what I mean? The next thing you know, he in concussion protocol. Then we all messed up. You just got to have a regular game plan. You know what I mean? And if he break it, he break it. You know what I mean? That you just got to play regular and hope that he just get the yards that he win. Because if you just start, all right, we're going to run the ball, and we don't care if we got a punt We don't care about really if we score or not. We just trying to get him his yard. So we just constantly giving him the ball, just trying to get his yard. Next thing you know, they stacking the box up and somebody trying to knock his head off. Because you already know that's exactly what you're going for. You just got to play regular and hopefully he get it. He get his yards. You know what I mean? You do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, you might run him a little bit, throw a little bit more run plays in there. But if it's just we all know what they're doing. This is going every time they get it, 2 out of 3 downs, they just trying to feed him the ball because they just want him to just try to break one, and then now if they break a couple, then next thing you know, he get his yards in chunks because that's how he get a lot of yards. You know what I mean? It's 10 yards here, 10 yards there, then he run for 50 yards. You know what I'm saying? That's how he get his yards. So you're hoping he able to break one, you know what I'm saying? That'll get him 40, 50 yards at a time and all that, and you just build from there. That's what you're hoping. But you just gotta play regular, because if you just force feeding him the ball, people, that team gonna pick up on that, and somebody gonna want to come running in and try to come knock his head off. Next thing you know, he messed up or he in concussion protocol. So it's gonna be really for them. It's damned if you don't. If you don't go for the record, everybody gonna be saying, "How come you ain't go for it?" If you go for it and then something happened to him, they're gonna say, "Why'd you go for it?" So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. It depends on what if he care about it. Like I said, just regular game plan. If regular game plan been working up this far, and he's so close, you should be able to just get a regular game plan, and he should be able to get it. Know what I'm saying? He should be able to get it.
I'm sorry to cut you off, man. I got breaking news, though, man.
What?
This is according to Ian Rappaport. Eagles host Nick Sirianni says we're going to rest some guys this week, including Saquon Barkley. So smart decision for the team, but no rushing record for Barkley.
So ain't not, know what I'm saying? Hey, that changed everything. So now it's like, yeah, so now you ain't got to worry about that. They might have sat around and talked to him, and he may say, because right now he ain't got the record, but that leaves him in what, number 2 or number 3 or something like that, or he number 2?
He ain't number 2. I think he further down. I think it's like 4 people ahead of him.
It is?
Matter of fact, yeah.
Yeah, but that's only like a couple yards, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to me, I would go for it.
But yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause that's just me. I would go for it. But he probably thinking, no, I need to try to be healthy to try to play for a Super Bowl. To me, I would go for it. That's just me. You know what I mean? That's just me. I would go for it. But yeah, they're not gonna sit him. So that means probably Jalen probably not gonna play neither. So that means it's gonna be a lot of running. Now you're gonna see a lot of probably Gainwell back there. Know what I mean? Shout out to Gainwell. Gainwell dog, man. He got that dog in. I just like the way he run. Throwing it around, know what I'm saying? Probably throwing it up, know what I mean? See if Devontae can get some, know what I'm saying? Might try to throw some bombs. You really don't care if you're trying to win this game or not, know what I mean? So go on and throw it up there. If they go up there and get it, know what I mean? To them, know what I mean? If that case, it'd just be bombs away from me. I'd just be throwing bombs the whole damn game. You catch him, you catch him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody go up there and get it. You know what I mean? Let them go up there and get it. That's what I'd be doing. Yeah, that's kind of change it, man. So yeah, like I said, now still, I still don't. If they win, they win. They don't, they don't. To me, for me, this whole game just be bombs away, not and running. You know what I'm saying? Running, just bombs away, man. Throwing the ball all over the place, man. If you throw some interceptions, you throw some. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles lose this game. I ain't gonna be surprised. You know what I mean? And I ain't really gonna be too worried about it. So. I got a pick, so I'm an Eagles fan, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they just start playing super hard and they still playing super hard and they win this game. I would not be surprised. So y'all take that for what it's worth, man. And it ain't gonna make no difference to me neither way. So the Giants, I could say Giants probably gonna win this game. Like I said, but if the Eagles just playing and he just throwing the ball and the people just going up there and getting it, the game could be something. But the Giants should be able to play hard enough to win this game. So I don't think the Eagles care too much. No, especially with that, they don't even care about the record. I would care. That's just me. I would care. But you know what I mean? Saquon might say, nah, I ain't. He probably talked to Saquon. He probably like, nah, you know. So to me, if I was him, I would care. You know what I mean? I would. But, you know.
Hey, well, just like the Eagles are looking towards the future for two different reasons. Obviously, keep players healthy for the playoffs, and maybe they want the Giants to win, so the draft pick will be that much higher, and they won't be able to get quarterback, and they'll be that much bad for the future. So I see it working two ways for the positive for Philadelphia,
Yeah.
especially for the rest of the NFC East. You know what I mean? Keep Giants, in purgatory.
Giants stay in purgatory. Dallas, you know what I mean? Slip back into purgatory like they might climb back out. They fall back in. So now we got to worry about the Redskins. We don't know if the Redskins will be able to build on their momentum or what. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where they drafting that because I don't wish no bad on the brother, know what I mean, down there on the command. I keep saying Redskins, the Commanders, but once people get a lot of game film on tape on him and game film on here, you know what I mean, they might be defend him a little better. And he might end up taking a step back. Like I said, I don't wish no bad on him, but he don't play for the Eagles. So, you know what I mean? He might take a step back and they might not even be as good next year as they are this season when people get some tape on them. You know what I mean? You never know. So you already gotta worry about the Commanders now. Ain't had to worry about everybody. You know what I mean? This ain't back in the day. We got to worry about everybody. Nah. Keep everybody where they at. You know what I mean? Not the worst team, but not the best team. Right there in the middle. Right there in purgatory. Keep them right there.
So, all right. Well, we was having a good time until you brought up Dallas. You know what I mean?
What?
So we're going to move on, man.
Yeah, man. Hold on. How do you feel about, I forgot to ask you this. How do you feel about what Michael Parsons was saying? Because people looking at him like he's crazy. I kind of understood. No. What he was saying about the loss of the Eagles, and he was like, well, when you break it down, they had this certain play and that certain play, and they had like a handful of certain plays and all that, and that's what really was working for him. People was like acting like he's like just out of his mind. I kind of understand what he means because Saquon will just break one, and that's where a lot of his yards come from. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like break. So people want to act like Michael Parsons is just like completely crazy in what he's saying. I kind of understand what he meant though. You know what I mean? By everybody just acting like it was just because I guess it's because they lost got by so much that they looking at him like he crazy or something like that. I kind of understand what he meant though. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't. Right? I don't understand it. We got an ass bust. All right, man. Nobody want to hear that shit, man. Just take the L, keep it moving, man. I already told you I don't like him because he got podcasts. You know what I mean?
What, man? We gonna get you on there.
Just hearing from him.
We gonna get you on this podcast, so we gonna get you. Know what I'm saying? We try to hook it up. Know what I mean? You and him talk. Know what I mean? Dallas football or something like that, man. We gotta hook that up, man.
Hey, man. I hope it's during the off season if you do make it happen, all right? Because I don't want to be no hypocrite. During the season, I don't like that shit, but I know it's a new generation and whatnot. But yeah, I ain't like it. I just wish he just said we got to ass bust, we got to do better. You know what I mean? And I don't foul plays. I guess I understand what he's saying, but it just don't sound good to me, man. I was mad after that game, and that's just nothing I don't want to hear.
Okay. All right.
That's just from my perspective.
All right. Okay. Now we can move on, man.
All right. Next we got New Orleans going to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is 13.5-point favorites. The total is 43.5. Tampa Bay win this. They're going to win the division. So this game is very crucial for them. I think Tampa Bay is going to win this. I don't see them losing. Atlanta dropped the ball last week. I think it will be a close game, though. I mean, not that close, but I think New Orleans will keep it within that 13.5-point spread. That's a high number. It's a divisional game. I don't know why, but I just think they could keep it within 14 points. But I do think Tampa Bay will win this. I'm picking New Orleans plus 13.5. As far as the total, I already got no strong opinion on, but I'll just go with the under. But I already have no strong opinion on that. So I got New Orleans plus 13.5 and I'll go with the under 43.5 for the total.
So you think New Orleans going to win?
No, I don't think they're going to win. Just they're cover the 13.5.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
I think Tampa Bay's going to win this.
Yeah. It's like they play every other week or something, man. Don't it feel like that? They play every other fight. They play every other week. They play each other, man. I guess it just feel like that. I feel like Tampa Bay. New Orleans might want to play hard, but I don't think they are, man. I think Tampa Bay just be rocking and rolling, man. At 13.5, I can see that being. They might be able to cover that. They might be able to cover that. They might be able to cover that. That's a lot, but they might be able to cover that. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay, and I think they can cover that spread. What's over? What's the over under again? What's the number total?
Total was 43.5.
43.5. That mean they going to score a lot. All right, say New Orleans scores 17. Score at least 17. They might score 20. 28. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say Tampa Bay. Then they still ain't covering the spread. Yeah, I'm gonna say they don't cover the spread. Cause then you're gonna need them to score like at least. I think New Orleans gonna score at least 17 points, at least 17 to 20 points. I mean, you're gonna need Tampa Bay to score like at least 30 something. I think they're gonna score, but I don't think they're gonna score. I don't know if they're gonna score at least 30 something. So okay, I'm gonna say that they don't cover the spread. They win, but they don't cover. And over under. 43. Something. We got 20 something. And I'm gonna pick the under. All right, so I'm going Tampa Bay. Don't cover the spread and the under. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Next we got the 4 o'clock games. Still got like 6 more games left.
Damn, we do?
So yeah, right. Yeah, we gotta run through this. All right. Next we got Kansas City going to Denver. Denver's minus 10.5 point favorites. Total 39.5. Denver has to win this to make the playoffs. Kansas City, they're going to rest all their players. Carson Wentz will be playing this game. I got a feeling that Kansas City's going to play good. I think they could cover the 10.5 point spread. Not saying they're going to win, but I think it's a possibility that Kansas City still can win this. But for the main thing, I'm just going to pick Kansas City plus 10.5. I think they'll keep it within the single digits. As far as the total, 39.5, I lean towards the under. I heard your show last week, and you didn't get no middle finger salute to Sean Payton. So I'm back again, baby. And it's the middle finger to Sean Payton, man. You can't go a segment without mentioning F Sean Payton. So here we go. Picking Kansas City plus 10.5, and I lean towards the under 39.5.
You said Carson Wentz is starting for KC?
Yeah.
So
they're
Mahomes
not
ain't
playing
even
any
playing.
starters.
They not playing any starters at all. Do Denver got something to play for?
Yeah, they have to win to make the playoffs.
They got to win to make the playoffs. Shoot.
Well, that's the. If they lose and some other teams keep losing, they got a chance to make it. But to be safe, they have to win to make the playoffs.
Okay. All right. Well, I gotta go Denver, man. I gotta go Denver. Yeah, I think Denver gonna win. What's the total?
39.5.
39.5. I don't know if they gonna hit that. No. 39.5. I don't think they're gonna hit that, so I'm gonna go Denver and I'm gonna pick the under. No, 39. 20. Then you still got Yeah, I'm gonna pick the under. Denver, and I'm picking the under.
All right. Next, we got another AFC West game. We got the Chargers going to Vegas to play the Raiders. Chargers 5.5-point favorites. Total's 41.5. Chargers already in the playoffs. But I think they could move up in the playoff seedings if they win. So they kind of play for seeding. I'm just going to pick the Chargers here to cover the 5.5-point spread. I think the Raiders, they had to win that game a couple weeks ago. Just as a coach, they kept losing, and if he wants a chance to come back next year, he had to, put that fire out a little bit. So they already got that win out the way. They don't got the losing streak no more. So I think the Raiders are going to lose and try to keep a high draft pick. So I like Chargers minus 5.5, and I will lean towards the over 41.5. So that's my pick: Chargers 5.5, and the over 41.5.
Chargers 5.5, over 41.5. I'm gonna pick the Chargers. I do pick the 5.5 for the 41.5. So you're expecting good. You're expecting the Chargers to blow them out?
They ain't gotta blow them out. I think they gonna win by 7 points. The game could be 24 to 16, 24 to 14. No, 28 to 14. I don't know, but they can win by at least a touchdown in my eyes.
The total was what again?
41.5.
41.5. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Chargers. Chargers cover the spread. I don't know if they're gonna cover the spread though. They should be able to, because they playing everybody, right? They playing all their starters, right? Or you don't? Well, we have no clue.
I really don't know, but I'm assuming so, but I don't know though.
All right, I'm just gonna go Chargers. I want to say that they're not gonna cover the spread. I think the game gonna end up being closer than that. I don't know if it's gonna be a 24-21 game, 24-20. So I'm gonna go over the total, but I'm gonna pick them not to cover the spread. So that's
Okay.
it.
All right. Next we got an NFC West matchup. We got Seattle going to Los Angeles to play the Rams. Seattle's 5.5-point favorites. Total is 38.5. Now the Rams clinched the division. They won the NFC West last week, so this game is pointless. That's why Seattle's favored by 5.5 on the road. I'm assuming that the Rams are not going to play anybody. So, I mean, this pick right here is kind of a toss-up. I can see Seattle not playing hard, and Rams, obviously, they're not playing their starters. So I'm just going to pick the Rams plus 5.5. No, I'm picking Seattle minus 5.5. I'm sorry. And I will lean towards the under 38.5. But like I said, this game means nothing to the Rams. Means nothing for Seattle. So it's just a dog shit game. So I'm picking Seattle minus 5.5, and I'm leaning towards the under 38.5.
Seattle already got their playoff spot, right? They in the playoffs, ain't they?
Seattle, no, they ain't in the playoffs.
They didn't make the playoffs?
No.
Damn.
The two teams in the NFC North made it. The Vikings, Packers, and Detroit. So that division took a lot of playoff spots. And then you got Washington. They got the other wild card.
So the NFC West ain't got what? Nobody but the Rams? The Rams is NFC West, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they're in the same division, right? NFC West.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just the Rams that made the playoffs in their division.
So it don't matter. Yeah, I can see Seattle winning this game. You said it is what is point spread is 5?
5.5.
5,
Yeah, Seattle.
yeah, 5.5. I can see them covering that. What's the total again?
Uh, 30 and a half.
30 and a half. 38 and a half. 21, 13, 24, 24, 13, 13. All right, I'm going to pick the over. Because, yeah, I'm going to pick the over. Yeah, I'm going to go Seattle, cover, spread, and over. So, all right. Yep.
Okay. All right. We got next is Miami going to Meadowlands to play the Jets. Miami's 1.5-point favorites. The total is 39.5. Miami still has a chance to make the playoff. They need Denver to lose. And if Miami wins, then they're in the playoffs. So this game is crucial for Miami. They're playing at the same time as Denver. Denver's playing 4:30. Miami's playing 4:30. So I'm quite sure Miami's going to be having the starters in there. Last week, 2 of them play. I think it was a hip issue. So I haven't seen anything this week about his injury, but I would guess that he will play. But I think the Jets are going to win this. I know the Jets have been playing like shit, for the last month or so. But I just got a feeling that they're going to win this. Miami going to a cold weather city. They usually don't do well in them predicaments. So I'm just thinking the Jets are going to win this. So I'm picking the Jets plus 1.5 to win. And as far as the total, 39.5, I would lean towards the under just because, like I said, it's cold weather and Miami offense. I just don't see doing that much. So I'm like the Jets plus 1.5 and the under 39.5 for the total.
Okay. All right. So don't even know one of them got nothing to play for, right? Because Miami ain't in it, is it?
No. As I said, Miami, if they win and Denver lose, Miami's in the playoffs. They both are playing at the same time, Denver and Miami. So they won't know the outcome of the game. So they're gonna be fighting to win this game because they both playing at the same time.
Okay. I'm gonna go Miami. I'm gonna go Miami. I'm gonna go Miami, and I'm gonna pick the over. I'm gonna go Miami. I'm gonna pick the over because Jets is cooked though, but I think that he's gonna throw some touchdowns. Is he even playing? Aaron Rodgers even gonna play, or that'd be disrespectful not to play.
Yeah, I think he's playing.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that he's gonna probably throw a couple of touchdowns. So I'm gonna pick the over. I'm picking Miami, but I'm gonna pick Miami, but I'm gonna pick the over.
Yeah. All right. Next, we got San Fran going to Arizona. Arizona's 4-point favorites. Total's 42.5. Both these teams are eliminated from the playoffs, so this game doesn't mean anything. Dog shit game. So I'm just going to pick San Fran plus 4. And then I will lean towards the over 42.5. But I obviously have no strong feelings on this game. I don't even know who's playing. But this game doesn't mean anything for either team. So I'm just going to go with San Fran plus 4. And I will go with the over for the total 42.5.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, same. No, I'm dead. I'm serious. Yeah. Everything you just said, I think the same thing. Yeah, I'll think the same exact thing. Yeah. So,
all right.
yeah, that was an easy one.
Well, we got the last game of the night, the last game of the week. Sunday night, we got Minnesota going to Detroit. This is for the number one seed. Team that wins going to get the number one seed for the NFC. So this is a very crucial game. They get the bye, whoever wins. Last week, Detroit, when they played San Fran, they had nothing to play for, but they played all their starters regardless. I just like that type of attitude. Dan Campbell, I like the way he got his team playing. I like Detroit here to cover the 3 points. I said earlier, I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but they got a lot of injuries, so I kind of had to back off that pick. But I think they're going to win this game. So I'm like Detroit -3. The total's 56.5. That's very high, but both offenses are very legit. So I'm just going to go with the under here because it's so high, and it's just going to be a crucial game. So I'm going with the under. But the main pick here is I think Detroit going to win. So I let Detroit -3, and I'll go under 56.5 for the total.
I'm going to go. What's the total again?
56.5. High.
That's high as hell. I'm going Minnesota. That's a high ass total. They expecting it to be a shootout.
I guess so.
I'm going Minnesota. I don't think it's gonna be a shootout though. I'm gonna pick the under though. I'm going Minnesota, but I'm gonna pick the under. I'm gonna pick the under.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Minnesota. No, because you figure 24, 20, that's still not fair. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pick the under. I'm going Minnesota, but I'm gonna pick the under. Minnesota, I'm picking the under. Yeah, I'm thinking that Super Bowl is probably gonna be hopefully Eagles. I want to say Eagles Bills. I would like it to be Eagles Baltimore, but it might be Eagles Bills. I got a feeling the Bills is finally gonna get there. I got a feeling that the Bills is finally gonna get there. I just got a feeling they finally gonna get there. I would love for it to be Philly Baltimore, but it might end up being Philly Bills.
Well, I think it's gonna be Baltimore, man. And hopefully, as long as it's not the Eagles, I'll go with Detroit or Minnesota, man.
Okay.
But as long as it's not the Eagles, everybody but the Eagles, right?
No, ain't no right. Get out of here with that. Yeah, that was the last game, right? So that might good. Yeah. So the last game. I mean, it's a couple games in it that means something, but of course, the Sunday night game is going to be, probably the best game.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably gonna be the best game of the last weekend. Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's it, right? We done.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Like we say, man, with your head not over it. This is the last game of the regular season, so it's a lot of uncertainty. You don't know who gonna play, who not gonna play for certain. You don't know if the people that do play, you don't know how long they gonna play in the game. So, you know what I mean? Beware of that, man. You know what I'm saying? No. So just understand that. Before y'all get to crying and all this and that. And this person only played one quarter, and this person only played one half. And you thought this person was gonna play the whole game and they didn't. You don't know. It's the last game of the regular season. So please bet with your head not over it. Bet at your own risk, especially this week. Bet at your own risk. So other than that, man, I like to say, man, thank y'all for the love and support we get. Thank y'all for the plays. Yeah, man, once the playoffs start, we're going to have to do the games then. But until then, you got something you want to say to the people?
Nah, man, just everybody be safe. Thanks for all the support. Send my prayers out to the people of New Orleans. That attack that happened New Year's Day.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I just send my prayers out to people out there.
Yeah, yes, man. Very, Very, very unfortunate, man. I mean, very unfortunate. I mean, sad to hear, man. But everybody out there, like we say, man, like we say, I mean, Happy New Year, y'all. And y'all be safe, like we said, man. Good luck with y'all betting. We out of here, man. I'll hook up with you next weekend. Now I mean, we go over the playoff games. Now I mean, everything shake out. See what's going on with the playoffs, the drafts, and all that. Now I mean, other than that, bro. Now I mean, I'll be talking to you later.
All right, man. Be safe, man. Appreciate it.
All right, you too.
All right, now.